What's up, everyone? I would like to welcome you to another video on 510 Insight. It's time for you guys to hear this about our current health insurance problems. There's healthcare consolidation. Hospitals and provider groups, they're merging to gain market power, which allows them to demand higher prices from insurers, which then get passed down to consumers, people like us, who end up having to pay for it. If you don't pay it, you'll get an insurance company that provides great coverage right up until you end up with co-pays and deductibles, and if you don't pay the deductible, your whatever medical bill you're dealing with doesn't get covered, and you're pretty much screwed. It's just not fair. Administrative waste. Look at this. Involves massive spending on billing, marketing, and profits, with doctors spending more time on paperwork. Then there's the fact that they don't tell you these details I gave you earlier. It costs are wildly different according to what you get. And even sometimes the insurers, the people you're getting the insurers through, not the company itself, but the people you're getting it through, sometimes they don't know themselves what the prices are going to be. And that's pretty bad. That's bad. Then there's expired subsidies. Enhanced tax credits that expired at the end of 2025. Increasing insurance premiums. Starting as of today. And for me, guys, this video is being recorded on January 1st for those of you who want to know. Misaligned incentives. The system encourages maximizing revenue. Insurers, providers, drug companies, rather than minimizing costs for patients, creating a cycle of inflated expenses. Basically, because it's encouraging everybody to maximize on the profits they can make. The consumers people like us are having to pay a whole lot more for insurance, making the prices are ridiculous these days. And now here's the impact. Medical debt. Affordability concerns things are almost unaffordable. Things are practically unaffordable for us. And then there's the market instability where everything keeps fluctuating wildly. Greed is getting out of control. Now let's look at the housing market problems.
The housing market has serious problems. Supply is short, driving up prices and mortgage rates, which are over.
I'm going to have to disagree with that one. High prices and elevated mortgage rates, increasing monthly payments, making home ownership unattainable for most people. They claim a supply shortage, but from what I've seen, that ain't the case. There's plenty of places out there. The lock-in effect. Homeowners with low mortgage rates, under 6%, are reluctant to sell and take on higher new rates. That also plays a part. There's labor material costs, but here's the thing. We're going to have to get robots and machinery to do that because some of it, because honestly, most of the younger generations, younger than Gen Y, don't want to do it anymore. They just don't want to work. Stalled sales. Yeah. Sales are at all-time lows. Then worsening rents and homelessness. More people are choosing to rent. And because rent is also going up, homelessness is also rising because it's hitting unaffordable levels. All because of corporate greed. All because our government wants to make everything more and more difficult. And our corporate, not our government, but the rich and powerful, and then all these younger generations who don't want to freaking work. Average first-time home buyers is now at the average age for first-time home buyers is now at 40. But there's a problem with that. The way things are looking for me, even that's unlikely for me. And a lot of other people in the same situation as me who can't seem to get even a halfway decent paying job. Because these employers just want to be so freaking picky. Got restrictive zoning laws. Yeah, that's another one. Underbuilding, because there's... Yeah. And then there's the fact that these realtors are choosing to do this. And then there's rising prices on cars because the dealerships want to start scamming us. Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge dealerships most of all. You'd be lucky to get a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon for less than $100,000. I mean, seriously. A car you could get for $40,000 straight from Chrysler. And the dealerships want to charge over $100,000. Yeah, you're better off buying it. You're better off buying outright from the manufacturer. You're better off pre-ordering your vehicle through the manufacturer's websites. Thanks to all this greed that's going on now. And plus, there's another thing. Employers are quietly removing all the perks that make it worthwhile to work for them. In other words, a lot of bonuses are disappearing. Bonuses are disappearing and everything. There used to be sign-on bonuses everywhere you went. They used to give you, some companies used to give you a portion of their stocks, like Amazon. That's going away. Come on. What the fuck? The way things are going, our market is going to crash again. We are all going to be screwed if something is not done by our politicians. It is time for our president to start declaring all these frivolous degrees to be disbanded on only degrees such as psychology, educations in things like, let's see here. What are the most useful marketing degree? What are the most useful educations for the market? Yes. Healthcare. Tech, and going into tech. Finance, engineering, things like that. And business, yeah. I tried to get a business degree. as well as a graphic design degree because I wanted to go into graphic design. Start my own company through that. And right now it's healthcare that seems to be the fastest growing career path. To be specific about the career field, nurse practitioners. And then here's jobs you can go for without a degree. Electrician, plumber, elevator tech. And you could make about $100 grand a year. In sales, I'm going to have to disagree. Because I've seen how bad that is. But because of all the greed going on, the youngest generations out there right now are never gonna have shit. They won't even be able to rent to have a roof over their head. They won't be able to get a car. They won't be able to go to a medical professional for their health problems. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is freaking ridiculous. So I'm going to say this. So I hope you guys found this informative. The proof is everywhere you look online. But I hope you guys found this informative. I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you next video. Peace.